Hello and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Angry Welshman Productions. There's 7 people watching now, but don't worry. I'm going to be around all afternoon. It's just time for a bit of a leisurely stroll on the Penwyth Valley Railway. And I just realised I should have, since I'm working a timetable, I need to actually start the scenario at the correct time. That was what I forgot to do. Sorry about that. So, we're going to have a bit of Great Northern flavour today. We're going to be driving the new, what's it called? The J21 from Victory Works or Steam Sound Supreme. Ben and Thomas 31 says, why don't I say good morning? Well, probably because it's not morning. It's, Right, so we'll start at 07, 58. That gives us 2 minutes to get ready. Okay, so we are on the Llandeardong and Penwyth Railway, or the Penwyth Valley Railway, and we're going to be hauling a service, passenger service, a one-train service today. We've got 3 locos in steam, but it will be a one-train general return operation, I guess. So I'm just going to do some shoveling. We've got 2 minutes now until we're due out. We're due out at 0800. I've got a little working timetable sat next to me. Open up the small ejector. We'll stick the loco brake on. Okay. So just doing a little touch of shoveling. Get the dampers open. Turn the blower off. So the other locos that we're going to be using today is possibly the O-Class and the Stirling Single, but we'll be using them a little bit later on. So we're due out at 0800 with our North Eastern Railway Clear Estuary coaches. Later on the next service, we'll be running with the newly released digital traction Great Northern Railway Teak 6-wheel coaches, which we've got a rake sitting there, so we'll have to form the train a little later on. So what time is it now? We've got 30 seconds until we're due out, so we'll stop shoveling. Stick the blower on. I guess any minute now, yep, and brakes off. So I'll just mark that off on my timetable, depart 0800. And we're due in at Pantygasog at 0806. Gosh, there's 21 people watching the live stream. Hello, everybody. I thought everybody would be in work or in school or in college or whatever. I'm only here because I'm not actually working today. I had a meeting and it's already finished. So Nathan is on his new PC minus the RTX 2060. Oh, Nathan, I'm amazed that you've started it without a graphics card, but fair enough. I suppose that the CPU has probably got enough video drivers on it so that it can run basic Windows without the need for a graphics card. Right. Shut the reg. We'll notch her up to to about 46%. So this is the first departed service on the Penwyth Valley Railway today. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We've got a long, steep uphill climb now, so I'll shut the blower off because we don't need it. We got the dampers are open. So we'll stick the reg through the roof now. Because we got to start picking up some speed. So where is everybody watching from today? We've got 7207 Hoppies says, hey Reese. Hi Seven. Rosa Leal says it's 11:48 PM here in Victoria. I'm assuming that you're in Australia then. So hello from Australia, or hello to Australia. Callum Gwillem says, afternoon gentlemen, hello. Ben and Thomas 31 says, can I be a voice for one train? Well, I'm a voice for lots of trains. Oh, Nathan is using his GTX 1050. Right, okay, that makes sense. I was wondering if you would be able to actually start without a graphics card fitted, because I thought you had to have a certain amount of video drivers to actually get the Windows display to work. Right, we'll ease off on the old reg. Now, listening to this thing at full chat is really nice. I wasn't actually that bothered about this loco when it was announced and when it was released. I wasn't bothered about buying it. But I did buy it, and I'm glad I did now, because it's a really cute little machine. And I have said it quite a few times, is there's not enough little 060 tender engines. Because these really were the workhorses of Britain. The little 060 tender engines, they all through the Industrial Revolution, they were the real grinders. They were what made Britain great. You know, they did most of the heavy lifting. It's just a shame they were all sort of displaced by the later type of logos, because the small freight train was not really what the big railways wanted. The small little 060s, they wanted vast bulk freight hauling locos which could haul bulk loads, across the country. What they didn't want was little locos hauling small pickup goods trains all the time. And yeah, I think you all get what I'm saying. We got NSB Type 21 is from Norway. We got 7207 is from USA. Steam Supreme is asking what I am driving. I am driving an LNER J21. I don't know whether you guys can actually hear me because we're in a tunnel and it's probably pretty loud. But that chuffing, the chuffing noise it's making right now is really satisfying. It sounds like it's working hard, but it doesn't sound like it sounds like it's at the right speed as well. So we're just pulling into the station now. Let's go ahead and just dump the brakes a little bit. Are we going to be on time? Yes, we are. Dump everything. Drop both anchors. Alright. So that was a textbook station stop, and the time is 05:44 or 45. So we are sticking to our timetable because we were due in at 08:06. So we got 2 minutes here, so I'll use the old opportunity to release the vacuum, keep the loco brakes on. We'll do some shoveling as well because we got quite a long section coming up. And we'll inject some water in as well while we're stopped. Rosaleel is leaving. Goodbye and good night from us. Oh, from Melbourne now. Oh yeah, Melbourne is in Victoria. Sorry. When are you going to make another episode of Over the Hill? Don't know. Revolver Gaming has asked 2 times in a row, when are you going to make another of the soda Over the Hill? I'm assuming you mean episode and not soda. Because as far as I'm aware, there's no soda drink called Over the Hill. Just so that we're clear. You can buy this loco. I completely forgot to put a link to it in the description, so I do apologise. But go on to Steam Sound Supreme website and you can buy this pack for, I think it's £12.50 British pounds, and it's worth it. It's slightly discounted at the moment as well. We'll stick the blower on just to draw the fire while we're stopped. We better just shut the injector off. What time is it? 8:07:23, so another 30 seconds and we'll be leaving. Mr. Titrival says this was the default goods loco of the 19th century until they were displaced by the 2800s. I don't know whether they really used this type of 060 that extensively in South Wales, if I'm honest. Well, I mean, they would have done, but not like... I think, to be honest, most of them were little 04 or 062 tank engines. And we're off. Especially, you know, like the small South Wales railways. The 2800s didn't really come in until later on, really. 0808, we are departing from Pantygassog Station. So now we've got just over 10 minutes to reach Pontymoyle. And this does involve, I think it involves doing some 40-mile-an-hour running. Although I'm not sure, because this allows 1 hour and 15 minutes to reach Lymeberris on this timetable. And I'm not 100%, but I think this was based on 25 miles an hour working. So, I don't know. We'll switch the blower off. Stick the brake back. And off we go. I always get a lag spike at this exact spot just after leaving Pantygassog. I think it must be where it's loading another asset tile or something. All right, let's notch up. Shall be regaling you with the music from me youth. And it has. Oh yeah, Mr. Trivial says there was also the LNWR 080s. Yes, the LNWR big tank engines. I've actually got a book about the LNWR in South Wales, because a lot of their machines were really peculiar for the branch lines that they worked, especially from Abergavenny up the Clydach Gorge to Bryn Mawr, and then the Brecon and Merthyr line. Very interesting bit of history on that railway there. I wish someone would make it for train sim, because it's a beautiful railway. Some of the best scenery in the world. Genuinely, I'm not just saying that because I live not far away from there. Revolver Gaming says, soon you will get Train Sim 2019. Well, if you're planning to get Train Sim 2019, be prepared to spend lots of money on DLC. In the last 10 years of owning this game, I've spent thousands. stick the blower on because I'm never sure whether we get flowbacks on these locos. So I think we'll stick at 25 miles an hour for now, and we'll see if we can stick to the timetable. Yes, me engineer heads of the valleys line. That's the exact one I was thinking of. One of the most picturesque railways in the world. Oh wait, me engineer 100. Are you making that line? Are you making the MTA line? Are you actually making it? Good. Reduce the brakes. God, those loco brakes are strong. Shut the blower off. It's nice to be driving a loco where I'm not just sat here blowing off continuously as well. This is one of the most satisfying whistles on any loco that I've seen. We use the opportunity now to inject some water. I'm going to kill all the volunteers yet again. Because we got to start reducing our speed soon because it's 15 miles an hour on the cliff top. Oh, 20 miles an hour on the cliff top. Excellent. I love the smell of priming in the morning. For those of you wondering what that is water being chucked through the cylinders out to the top of the loco. And it stopped. Right then. What time is it in game? 17. So we got another 2 minutes until we're needed at Pontymoyle. Oh wow, British Railways Mr. C has donated $2. Thank you, sir. You're a very kind gentleman. Yep, so we're supposed to be at Pontymoyle right now. So it looks like this timetable is based on 40 miles an hour running, so we better open the taps. So yeah, we are going to be late arriving at Pontymoyle now. Oh, great. So we're actually going to be arriving at the time that we're actually due out at Pontymoyle. I need to put a note on this. I need to put a note on this timetable to say that it's based on 40 mile an hour running. Oh great, now I've overfilled the boiler. And the reg is stuck open, of course it is. Because we're priming. There we go, now the pressure's gone. Oh my goodness. British Railways Mr. C has donated $5. Thank you, sir. You are a very kind gentleman. Through Super Chat. We're going to be chucking lots of water out through the chimneys, but we need to get back to our timetable. What time is it in? So 21 and 22 out. So at the moment we're a minute down. What time is it? Yeah, we're 1 minute down. That's not too bad. Departing Pontymoyle, we're only a minute down. We can make that back up. Callum Gwilym is from the southern valleys of Wales. Me too, Callum. Which valley are you from? Pendennis also lives in South Wales. My god, there's loads of people from South Wales here all of a sudden. Full reg! I am from the Eastern Valley, Torvine. Probably the worst of all the valleys. Me Engineer 100 has said, have I seen their new locomotive? If you mean the Santa Teresa one, if you have any information on that, is that the same as the Black Baldwin that was running over the last few years? Or is it a different one, so they've actually got two Baldwin locos? Because I knew they had, was it Grafspee or whatever it is, the German one. And the Baldwin, the black one. Right, 40 mile an hour, off we go. We gotta make up the time on our timetable now. Me Engineer, Santa Teresa number 2 in steam for the first time at the Brecon Mountain Railway last week. Yes, I saw the pictures of it. She is certainly looks beautiful. She basically looks like a green version of the black one that they had. So I'm assuming then that they've got two locos, two Baldwins. What I'd love to see the Brecon Mountain Railway do is actually extend or run the railway to somewhere, because at the moment the only station that is actually anywhere is, well, the one by the reservoir. I can't even remember what it's called right now, but it goes from the middle of nowhere to the middle of nowhere. There's not really a destination. So I think they ought to extend the line, and the latest extension that they built, it's nice, it's a pretty ride, but again, it's just the middle of nowhere. There's nothing to do when you get there. So it would be nice to see them run from somewhere to somewhere where you can actually do something. Will789 is asking, am I doing the return journey? Yes, I am. Callum Gwilym is from Merthyr Tydfil in Glamorgan. No, Callum, that means you're in the Merthyr Valley, I believe. Right, I'm going to take a phone call for a minute, guys. I'll still be playing. Hello everybody, I am back. Sorry about that, I had to take a phone call for a while. And of course, it's my wife who likes to talk for fucking hours and hours and hours. Earlier you will have seen what looked like a clusterfuck at that last station, which was Nanty Glyn. I really don't know why that happened. That was probably one of the weirdest things that I've seen in Train Sim. No, Nathan, I didn't forget to turn my microphone on. I was literally on the phone for that long. Something I didn't realise as well is I've fucked up with this scenario is I used the previous scenario and I've got locos sitting on the route. So it basically means I can't use the correct platforms at Abersaeth and Pennyog. So for those stations I'm just going to have to wrong road it. British Railways, Mr. C said, are the coach doors still open? Yes, they are. Unfortunately, there was some weird glitch at that last station. I had to just start going. Now, I would normally sort of wait it out and see if they close, but I don't know why, but 400 billion people just spawned out of nowhere. And I couldn't... oh, great. Okay, now the regulator's jammed open. I am doing spectacularly well. There we go. Right. Well, at least some coaches made it into the platform. Let's hope that these coach doors will close now. So this is why you don't sit on the phone while you're driving a steam engine. Let's see, when did we arrive? 51. Which is actually perfectly on time. Departure at 53. So we're doing brilliantly with this trying to obey the timetable shit. Mr. C says, railway regulations would dictate that you're fired. No, they would not. Company policy would dictate that I am fired. But not regulations. Right. At least we're departing on time. Bleh. Spud607 has donated €2 and has said, "Can you review some Irish stock, please?" Thank you for the donation. It's very much appreciated. Unfortunately, there is not really there's not really any Irish stock or anything in Train Sim, so that would be very difficult to do, I'm afraid. What time is it in game? Oh, it's nearly 9 o'clock. So, unbelievably, somehow, even with all the screw-ups that we've had, I'm still running on time. Reese Jones, yes, I did have a little bit too much water in the boiler, so she started priming like hell. I keep forgetting that I put the injectors on. It's unbelievable. If I put them on now, let's just watch. 0.88, 0.89, 0.9. You see, it does go up pretty down. 0.91 already. Look, see, it does. The water level does go up very quickly indeed. So you got to be very careful when you're injecting, especially when you're close to the top nut. Because as always, I keep forgetting that I've got me injectors on. See, 0.95. When it's about 1.03, then it starts priming like hell. And when it primes, it on the Victory Works models, it does actually jam the regulator wide open. So as you saw, as I was arriving at Penwyth, I pretty much had to drop both anchors. Otherwise, I would have had a runaway. Yeah, I just sometimes it just happens. And the problem was because I was on my phone as well before. It was just oh my god. Callum Gwillam has donated £2. Here is my first donation to you. Thank you, Callum. Thank you, sir. You're a very kind gentleman. I think this has become this live stream has become the most donated to live stream I've ever done. There's the Great Western Whistle. Thank you to everybody who is donating. I really do appreciate it. I've figured out now, because in the last few streams when people have donated money, I haven't been able to figure out where that money goes. But I have actually managed to figure it out. So I am due a payment soon. And which it can't come too soon, actually. I'm struggling for money this month. But for the next couple of months are going to be tight. And then when I move back to South Wales, I'll be £500 a month better off when I don't have to pay rent anymore. Which will be nice. Blind Coed is the next station, and we are due there, Blind Coed, at 0900. So it's 58, so we got 2 minutes to get there. I think Blind Coid is after the next bridge. After, not this one, but the next one after. Boiler pressure's right down. Although the steam generation rate is up. I hope you're enjoying all the content, guys, for all the people who've donated money. It is all the money that gets donated helps to purchase things like this pack. It's also going to go towards the renewal of all the components in my desktop PC. When I do move home to South Wales, I'm going to start dismantling the Death Star and I'm going to rebuild it with more modern components. And it's what I'm going to use for when I redo Over the Hills as well, which will probably be up next year. Pendennis Castle got demonetized. Oh dear. Why did you get demonetized? I guess you weren't getting enough video views or something, or you breached copyright law or something like that. Where all the money went is probably just sitting in your Google account waiting for you to provide your payment details. They won't just take the money off you if you've earned it, like, legitimately. Now, hopefully, we won't have the same problem when we open the doors. Please don't, please don't. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Why? Why is it doing this? $400 million people spawn for no reason. Well, at least it's still giving me the good frame rates. Right, 0900, we did arrive on time, so that's good. We'll do a little bit of shoveling. We'll get the blower on because the boiler pressure is not brilliant. We're due out at 1 minute past, which is in 10 or 20 seconds. Wish they'd add some new people to the default characters. I mean, it's just the same people, and it doesn't look good when it's all the same people. It looks really cheap and nasty, I have to say. There's so many people already modelled for Train Sim, and then which you could have set at random. Oh well. Alright, time to go, lads. Oh, I'm losing steam like crazy. Better get that fire burning. Pendennis Castle is 18 now and you'll have to get a job in real life. Oh, that's such a shame. I've been working since I was 14. So, yeah, you will have to get a job. Especially if you want to buy things. hopefully now as we pick up some speed, it'll help to draw the fire a bit more. Yeah. Mark Horner is in the video. Hello, Mark. Train Sim does need a major revamp. I agree with that. I think if they were to put some money and an effort into regenerating it, that they would really, you know, extend. I mean, it's already 10 years old, this program, but if they redid some of the core game principles, they could really extend the life of it for another 10 years. Oh, bloody hell. We're going to have to wrong road here as well. Somebody keeps putting over the hills characters in the stations. I don't know who keeps doing that. Whoever he is, he's really stupid for doing it. Well, out of all the stops, that was probably the worst one. That was the most potato station stop I've ever done. Although it's not without promise. If I just drop both anchors here, and yep, we're in the station, so nobody can say we didn't stop correctly. So let's do a bit more shoveling. Take a quick screeny. What time did we arrive? 08. So we were due in at 07. Damn it, we're a minute down. So we've lost time now on that run. We're a minute down. So we need to... We're due off at 09, so in 30 seconds. Do a bit more shoveling. Yeah, so let's have a look at the comments. 6 or 7 coaches would be my advice. I don't know. What route are you... Oh, Liam's there is how many coaches should I take on the West Highland? Which you spelt Highland wrong, the Highiland. Highiland. First of all, learn how to spell. Second of all, coaches, I'd say, depends on the loco, but if you're looking at something like the B1, you might want to sort of say 5 or 6 maximum. And the boiler pressure is really not going up, even with the blower on. Yep, 09 is when we left, so now we're due in at Blindberris at 9:14. Liam's layout Highland. Yeah, you got it right there. Earlier, if you look at the spelling of the way you said it earlier, it was a little bit potato, the way you spelled it. Okay, so we're approaching. At least this next bit is downhill. We got a massive fire in. But it's not burning is the problem. We got the blower on to try and draw it. We got the dampers open. But really, we're going to struggle, I think, on this next bit. When did Ian get a new firebox? Well, he hasn't. So he's just sat there. If you notice, he wasn't actually moving. So, you know. Fixed it. Is that better? No. This hasn't changed for me anyway. Oh, token exchange. And of course... And... There we go. Token exchange complete. So now I can shut the reg. Open the drain cocks to let that steam out. Because we... not doing great with the old boiler pressure. Shovel a bit more coal. How much fire mass have we got? Oh no, 92%. Okay. Probably explains why the fire isn't burning at the moment, because we've just filled the firebox right the way up. We're doing the right thing by just keeping, trying to keep rolling. Callum Gwillem says, how do you spell artillery? Well, like that, you've spelt it correct. Boiler pressure is right down. The last stream I did, I wasn't doing very well with boiler pressure either. Neil M. 1989. Every time you say potato, potato, I couldn't help thinking of Peter Rabbit and the voice actor who plays him resembles me. Oh, you mean James Corden? You saying I look like James Corden? Well, actually, that's a compliment because James Corden is one good-looking dude. So yeah, he's my hero, by the way. He's one of my heroes. I love James Corden. £85 per square inch. At least now I can just roll. Let that fire burn. And hopefully with a bit of luck, while the fire is burning, with the blower on, we can just roll, keep rolling, keep draw. If I just leave the reg open just a touch. Perhaps we'll just generate a tiny little bit of steam to get that generation rate going. If I notch her all the way back, yep. Although there's not much point actually, because I've got to bring her right back to 15 anyway. Brakes off. 15 miles an hour for the transit, so we're due in at 9:14, and it is 9:14 now, so we're going to be about 30 seconds behind time, but that's okay because we've got to uncouple and go off to the motive power depot anyway. So that's all fine. There's no surprise pannier tanks in this scenario, I'm afraid. So we're just going to have to hope that on our when we go to the motive power depot to swing around, because the return leg is at 9:40. So we do have about 25 minutes before the return leg. So we got time to let the fire come back. We got time to bring it around. Liam's layout is saying yes. There's about their Gavin and Stacey Christmas special. I am very excited to hear and see what that's going to be like, because I think it's been almost 10 years since we last saw Gavin and Stacey on the telly, so I'm really looking forward to it. I loved that show when it was on. Oh god, this fire is really not this fire is not burning at all. Okay, we're really struggling to pull the train now. Okay, so we made it for 9:16. So we're due out at 17, so we don't need to just sit here, we're gonna actually run around. And we're gonna shunt back into the depot. Hopefully we can get this fire burning in the next 20 minutes. I mean, we got steam, it's just we don't have enough. I've pretty much killed the fire in the last 10 minutes. I think I just shoveled way too much coal on, that's why I've got the blower wide open. Hello SG Media, can't stay long, you just want to say you love your content. Oh, thank you. Hopefully you can join us for the next one if you can't stay long today. We do stream quite regularly here. Right, we'll change that point, and we will change that point, and we'll change that point, and we'll change that point, and we'll change that point, and we will run all the way back to the engine shed where we'll go on the turntable. And with a bit of luck, we'll stir up the fire a little bit. So let's romp it up to full reg, and hopefully we can do something. Okay. We barely have enough pressure to actually move the engine, so the reason I'm romping it up is to try and draw the fire through. Because as you see, each time you romp it at full reg, you actually draw the fire. So it didn't have that much of an effect, but meh. Chris McBride, what do you think about Rob Brydon? He is a comedian who is Welsh. It's the quality of Welsh coals, not as good as Yorkshire quality. Tom Wood, you're full of shit. Welsh coal is the best coal. Liam's saying, have I seen Rocket Man? No, I haven't seen the film. And guys, I don't know why everybody wants to ask me, what are your opinion questions? Who cares what my opinion is? Yayan Darks is... oh, Yayan is actually... he's doing a plug for the Dead Poachers. Oh my god, I'm actually... Yayan, I'm going to screenshot that because that's legendary. I'm going to send that to Rob. He'll be well chuffed. Right, so we're due on 9:23 in the Motive Power Depot, so actually we'll be right on time for that. And we're not due off from the Motive Power Depot until 9:40. Oh, so we've actually got even more time. I got time to let the fire draw. The next departure from Blymberis is at 10 o'clock, so we have got a lot of time. We've actually got 40 minutes to bring the fire around. So we can even afford to go and sit on shed. I will probably use the opportunity to go and go to the toilet. Mark is asking, what will the fire be drawing? Well, the fire is going to be drawing a pretty picture of Mark Horner. Can you tell what it is yet? SJB Media says, what is it going to be drawing? It's going to be drawing fire. Dun dun dun. I let you burn. Ja, ja, ja. The fire might draw the curtains. Well, it might actually, but we'll see. Yay, 1 dislike. Yay. Mr. Treble, is it a J36, a North British design? Is this a J36? I thought it was a J21. Oh wow, Spud601 has just donated €5. Wow. Holy crap. Well done. Thank you, sir. You are a gentleman. 2 Railworks races again. The 9th race has 32,000 views. They are really successful. I loved them when they were going. The problem is, Spud, with the races is that several of the people who were involved we no longer associate with. And I haven't really found other people, or that many other people, to do races with. I mean, I could do. In fact, I did a race not long ago with Sam Steventon of Blastpipe Productions, and we did the run from Penzance to London on the Western Main Lines route. What time is that? It's 23:46. So we've arrived at the Motive Power Depot, so we're actually bang on time for that leg of the journey. So just get the loco turned around now. Got to get balanced on the turntable. Okay, that's an alarming thing to happen, that my wheels are going round. That is very alarming. Oh, Barney wants to join me. Hello, Barney. Give me a second. Let me just get to the turntable, to the engine shed, Barney, and then I'll add you to the call. Spud. I had a notification then. I don't know why. Well, we're at 101 pounds per square inch of fire, so it is slowly burning. I think exactly what has happened is when I was running out of steam, I just panicked and chucked an absolute load of coal on. So, yeah. Western Flyer, notice me, Welshie boy. Oi, 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 oi. I've noticed you. Reese can do races with just 2 people if you find more than 2 people. Well, yeah, I would like to do some races again. But maybe I'll rerun some of the races that we did just with different people. Who knows? The problem that I found, one of the reasons why I did stop doing the races, apart from not, associating with those people anymore, was the fact that we always, even when we were doing them, we always struggled to find what routes people would have, what locos people would have. It always involved a lot of arguing and discussion just to get to the point where we could actually, do a race. So, there is a lot of other stuff to consider. So what we're doing now, chaps, is we're going to go and sit on shed for a bit. I'm going to take on water now, just because we can. We might as well, since we're here. We're just letting the fire come round. Hopefully we'll have enough steam for the return journey. There we go. Fill us up, Mr. Water Tank. There we go. She's filling. I would like to see a bit more accuracy with regards to these. I mean, in Train Sim World, I'm hoping when they do eventually get steam is that your character can physically climb up on the tender and open the cap and manhandle the fire hose. And actually, it would be nice to have other people, when they do make steam for Train Sim World. That'd be beautiful. NWR Thomas 25 is saying hello from the Philippines. Where are you in the Philippines? Are you in Manila? Oh, by the way, Kamusta to you. I hope it's probably evening in the Philippines right now. Probably Callum Gwillem is, you'll see if you could join the Discord server. Callum, if you're going to join the Discord server, when you join, you'll arrive in the welcome group, and you will have to accept the terms and conditions of the AWP user agreement thing. And I think you just type !accept in the chat, and then that lets you in the rest of the channels. So you have to do that before you actually get to see all the other rooms. Okay, so it's 9:28. We've got half an hour until we're due out at Blind Barris. So I'm just going to stick the loco on shed, and then I'm going to go and go to the toilet, and then I'll come back. Or at least I can just sit the loco there with the blower on, try and bring this fire round, get the fire burning. Oh, I'm not far forward enough for the points to actually switch. I hate this in Train Sim. There, see, I've moved like 2 feet further back and then the points work. Which is quite irritating. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Yes, it's 23:18 in the Philippines. Bloody hell, dude. Public Discord voice call races would be fun to live stream. No, they would not. They would be a clusterfuck of disaster. There is a reason we don't do that anymore, because they were a nightmare. Well, boiler pressure is up to £112 per square inch, so it's nicely coming round. We do have 30 minutes to kill, so that's good. Means I can just go and quickly use the loo. SJB Media says you need 2 people in the cab if you have Train Sim World Steam. Yeah, but think about it, dude. Just think. What if you had multiplayer, but you can, you know, have 2 people in the cab, one driving, one firing, and you actually have to do a co-op mission where one of you is just purely driving and the other is firing, and then every now and then you can swap round, whereas you're actually controlling a player character rather than directly controlling the loco. How amazing would that be? It would be... oh, it'd be amazing. Wouldn't it? Okay, so we're at £115. Boiler pressure's coming round nicely. I am going to disappear to the loo, so I'll leave you for a little while. And hopefully we'll have some more boiler pressure when we get back. I imagine I'll come back and we'll be blowing off like hell. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Here we go, eye is back. Let's have a look at what our boiler pressure's doing. 152, so we're probably about to blow off then. So stick the injector on. What time is it? 42 in game, so we're actually due off now, pretty much. Which is good. So since we got boiler pressure back, I'll stick her in reverse. And we'll make our way to the station. Let me just very quickly pause and go on Discordy and Berth. And Berth. Actually, no. Berth.
Hello.
Berth.
Oh, bloody audio. Discord, I hate Discord. Give me a minute.
Berth. Hello, Barney. Hello, Barney.
Sorry,
Hello.
I had to change audio devices.
Oh, you can hear me then? Okay.
I can hear you now, yes.
Alright, okay.
Hello.
It seems I've finally managed to get my fire back.
Congratulations. I only got here like half an hour ago because skin.
Because of skin.
No, skull.
Oh, I thought you said skin.
No, it's just said skull in a weird way.
Oh.
Skull.
Skull. So you said skin.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm running late because of skin. Do you have skin? Yes, I have skin. Right, we're heading back to our consist, as the old Americans say. So how's 813 going?
I haven't done anything on it because I've been. At the moment, I'm going through as many sources as I can to find out as much as I can.
Okay.
So I'm basically spending as much time to research as I can. I've managed to find some drawings to help me out with the wheels. Actual drawings and different parts, as well as a lot more research this time instead of trying to convert an old model I had into a tracing quality one. So basically, going at it again with a lot more resources.
Yeah, all I'll say is just please don't give up on it, because it might look hard or it might be, you know, things to overcome, but just keep plodding away.
Yeah, I mean, from when Chris looked at my loco, it was basically almost everything other than your new parts are rubbish. I'm like, yeah. So I've basically just been trying to better my craft so I can get straight. But yeah, I'm not giving up on it. I want 813.
Excellent. Callum Gwillem has joined the Discord server. Hello and welcome to the Discord server.
Welcome to the madness. Run while you can.
Gotta try and figure out what is the optimum fire mass for this beast, because
100% fire,
no,
100% water.
That didn't work. Unfortunately.
The guy is right what he was putting in the chat though before. It would be interesting to see races again. But I can understand the whole fact that it is finding something that everyone has.
I mean, even when I was doing the races all those, well, I say all those years ago, but it was only like 2 years ago we stopped. It was just really difficult to get it to work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think what would be best is to advertise what like in advance what streams you're doing on what route, and then those who can join with the route that you're like okay with joining, like people you know, they can join the stream.
Yeah.
So announce it maybe before instead of in the stream having an argument like, oh, where are we going to go next? What do we all have?
So we were due back on our train at 9:45. It's 9:47 in game now. So yeah. Just
edit the clock a bit.
Yeah.
Just move it slightly back.
We're moving back for a 10 o'clock departure from Blindbarris now.
Yeah. Your stream's got such like a delay.
Yeah, it does. It's I'd say it's about 15 to 20 seconds,
Yeah.
which is good, but it's also bad.
Yeah. It's not laggy, so that's what's really good, but it's bad because it's 20 seconds. But, I mean, could be worse. It could be laggy and 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Those coaches are divine.
Yeah, they came with the Loca. They're from Victory Works.
Ah.
And we're on.
Actually, I might, once I finish this online game I'm in, like match, I think I'll start work on those signs for you.
Oh, nice. Unfortunately, I still could. None of the lads could figure out what the name of the font was.
That's fine. I can
We'll have to just
improvise.
Yeah.
I will just find the font that looks similar.
It doesn't have to be an exact match. Like, as long as it looks good is important.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would really appreciate that. It'd be an amazing thing to add.
It's no problem. It's only signs. It's just making the base sign, and then making the text, turning the text into mesh. That's not hard, and then texturing it.
Yeah.
I think even I could do that on my own, and it wouldn't take much help even if I got stuck on something.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people who can figure stuff out and help you out with it. So.
Yeah, I found a show on importing objects to train sim, so I mean I can just use that. Am I right in saying you can rescale things in train sim when they're objects?
Yeah, if they're scenic objects, you can make them bigger or smaller.
Good, because I'll try and get it roughly to size, but I can't promise nothing. I'm train sim units and I don't know how Blender works with units when it comes to train sim, and I always train sim.
I think it's just in meters, isn't it? It's just.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be like the same as like meters, like using meters, but you never know. It could have its own unit preset or something. I have no idea.
Potato chips.
It's crisps.
Callum Gwillem is leaving us. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wait, leaving Discord or the
stream.
Oh, stream. Bye-bye.
D. Gedwood says, how many paces will you find a way into preservation?
Hopefully none.
Actually, I think a few will.
I will actively hunt those and try and burn them down.
No, honestly, I think a few paces will make it onto preserved lines.
It's not fair. That's just wrong. I do think that's wrong, though. Whoever designed the pacer, I think, has no artistic skill at all.
Well, they weren't meant to be nice looking. They were just purely meant to be buses on wheels, weren't they?
Yeah. Still, though, I think it's good for a Warrior's image to have locos that look at least appealing.
Well,
That's what makes you stand above the rest. I mean, in all honesty, that's why there's such a following about trains. It's because how they look, in all honesty, isn't it?
How many minutes we got? Oh, we got 7 minutes till we're due out. I'm literally triggering everybody about potato chips.
Oh my god, you have it's crisps. Just the whole live stream's full of it. It's crisps. Why do Americans do that? I don't understand America. They just get English and make it sound stupid. No offense. Like, no offense, but you do.
Well, they speak American. They don't speak English.
English American.
People are asking to bring out the bagpipes. I can't.
Ooh.
Well, there's a pacer going to the National Railway Museum. I gotta be fair. Although we all hate the pacers, they are an important part of the railway history, so one should at least survive in the NRM.
I suppose. That's a reluctant, I suppose.
I mean, or is it, what's the loco that's in the NRM or in the National Collection? That electric one, the bendy one. What's it called? The tilting one. What's it? Intercity prototype.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, that was a catastrophic failure, but it got preserved.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good. Right.
Yeah, that's it, Mark. The APT.
Oh, ABT, yes, yes.
Four minutes. I got time to finish my crisps.
There we go. How tall would you roughly say a station sign is? Because I honestly don't think there'd be any document that would say how high is a station sign.
Probably not. Perhaps I'll just have to ask one of the people in the group to go and measure one.
I'm going to Kiddie at not Kiddie.
What?
Going to where I work on at already Saturday, so I could probably go measure it.
Yeah.
I'd say it's about head level, so 1.5 meters maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah, screw it, I'll go 1.5 meters. You can always rescale it.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh. Might be blowing off slightly. Although even if we're blowing off, that's better than not having enough steam.
Units. Lamp. Unit. Meters.
Okay, everybody who's getting on me train, get on now.
Everyone is getting on me train, get on.
All aboard.
All aboard of the Mad Hatters Express.
I've done it again, I've just smothered the fire.
I'm sorry. That's funny. Right, okay.
I can't believe it's happened again.
What happens when you don't pay attention? Wait, maybe 16. Yeah, 16. Another fire.
Hopefully we'll draw the fire and we'll get it burning strong.
Whoever mentioned the bagpipes, I hate you now because I've got like Scottish music in my head now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not you, the guy who put a comment. It's like, oh, damn you, it's in my head now. Just Scotland be brave. Oh, how was your trip to Scotland, Reese?
Oh, good.
Lovely.
I'll tell you about it when I've got my mouth full of potato chips. And we're off. Beware of the cocaine kipper.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh.
Balls!
Wait, what?
Is there any way I can bail this out? Yes, there is. Thank God for that. Nope, we're going chuffing off the wrong way. Nope, I've screwed this up.
Effing chat.
I completely forgot to set the point, so we've gone up the wrong bloody way.
I need to get like a big. My keyboard has got like half of it on a mouse pad, half of it not. So whenever I'm just doing anything to make the rack, I need to fix that today.
So we're off to a fantastic start. Signal failure.
Hell yeah. Your model wow.
Alright, let's try again. So we're due in at 10:06 to the next station. It's almost 10:04, and we're not even close to being there. So full steam.
Okay, I've successfully made a pole.
A hole?
No, pole.
Oh, a pole. I thought you said a hole.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, I have not made a pole.
You know what your problem is, pal? You're not getting your hole. You see, you need to go down the docks, find my daughter. She's working down there. Take her to the toilet and just say Dad Bobby sent you. If you just say the words in her ear, I'll take a tussle with your greasy muscle. She'll know what to do. She'll sort you right out. Anyway,
Yes.
full steam. Oh, look at that. My boiler pressure is crap again. Great. So I allowed the boiler pressure to come back after going to the toilet for all that time, only to just ruin it right there.
Pardon me.
Yeah, it's gone brilliantly. I can't believe I knew I was only going to shovel a couple of rounds on just to make sure it was alright, and then for some reason it kept shoveling, and now I've basically completely filled the firebox again.
What sign should I make first?
Landia Dog Harbour?
Sure. The longest one. Yep, that's it. Actually, I do one of the small ones first. I'm making edits to be longer. I'll do Penyog. Penyog?
Penyog.
Oh, Penyog.
Penyog.
Yeah. Chernobyl, I watched you say.
Chernobyl. Yeah, make one with Chernobyl.
I'm tempted.
Oh, please do. That would be amazing.
Oh.
Penyog twinned with Chernobyl.
Oh my god, yes.
Change here for Pripyat, Chernobyl, and Kiev.
Oh my god, remind me to do that.
Sean Yazzie is saying Reese is a bad driver in other stories. Well, no, I'm not a bad driver, I'm just a bad fireman today.
Yes. And what? Yes, Reese. Yeah. Reese can redeem himself. He's still got time, guys. Don't be so mean.
I was going to say, we got to get all the way back to Landierdog yet.
I mean, what?
Bajink. Token exchange. Bajink, and I fucked up again. Yeah, I've royally fucked this one up. I completely forgot that I can't actually wrong road it because there is a certain Ian sat there waiting for me. Change here for Comrade Dyatlov. Nice. 3.6 run gun. Oh, it's not great, but it's not bad. Or not bad, but it's not great, rather.
Okay, I've made the first base sign for you. Well,
nice.
I haven't got the letters done, but or textures, but
nice
this,
one, man.
I don't want to be mean to Guion, but the fact he couldn't do this in 2 years kind of is a bit like, dude.
Well,
I can do this on a Wednesday after like a day of work. I think like I'm cough lazy.
I just gotta give Ian a gentle shove out the way.
Give him a gentle foot.
Just to get clear of the set of points, and then I'll set back, drop Ian off, and then carry on me merry way. And my boiler pressure is falling like Chernobyl's hair, if it had hair.
If you ever had an alligator part to the Pennyog thing, call it Chernobyl.
The Chernobyl branch line.
The Chernobyl branch. Just say it was abandoned for like, and everyone just left one day.
Everybody just gave up.
Or you can make like you can make it like a garden gnome story, being like all the gnomes were like, what are bad for gnomes?
Cats.
They released cats by accident.
The Barbados tree frog.
Yes.
That's bad for garden gnomes.
I have no idea what that is, but yes.
Well, it's a frog and it lives in trees in Barbados.
Wait, trees?
Yeah, I thought that would have been obvious, to be honest. Oh, God.
Yeah, well, I don't see how that would a frog would be any danger to a woody.
It would. If it was a poisonous tree frog.
The gnomes aren't susceptible to poison.
They might be. Have you not seen Romeo and Juliet?
Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, so long. Also, I DM'd you a picture so you can, if you want to look at it later.
Apparently, Reese's boiler pressure is falling like the power output on Chernobyl Reactor 4.
Hell yeah.
Comrade Dyatlov is in the cab of this Northeastern Railway loco. Okay, take the boiler pressure down to 700 megawatts. But Comrade Dyatlov, there's not enough water in the turbine. Just take the power down or you don't have to work here anymore. Yes, I am obsessed by that series.
What series?
It's, well, Chernobyl.
Oh, my friends tell me to watch it.
The new HBO series. It is absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely everyone I know told me to watch it.
Honestly, it is really well made. And it generally does stick to the facts. It's, it's not, like, completely dramatized, because it was dramatic enough as it was.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. We're in the right road now. Well, actually, it's the wrong road, but it's the correct road for what we need to do. And we are horrendously late. We're about 6 minutes late now. Because of signal failure after signal failure. Brilliant. Oh, this return trip is really not going to plan. At least there's some leeway built into the timetable for this exact thing.
Right. Up first is Pennyog.
Change here for 3.6 Rungan.
Right, let's edit a few parts of this. Yes. Offset. That no.
What time did we arrive? 12. So we need to set off as soon as possible, really. And we're off. Okay, raise the power, remove all the control rods. Right, and we're off. And we're off the line. So that is a spectacular way to end the live stream then. Well, that was
Wait, oh, you do out?
Yeah, that was a very unclimactic end to this live stream.
Yeah.
Well, that went shit. The last, yeah, that was a total waste of time. Yeah. Well, in that case, I think I'll call it right there. And for those of you who are interested, we'll be streaming the Dead Poachers Society later on this evening. And thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.